And as we've talked about throughout this series, a real key for the Mariners to have a lead after 7. The Mariners bullpen, I think, matches up just as well with the A's on the back end of it. They just need to get there.
Absolutely. Now, one of the constants recently, since he's been moved into the leadoff spot, is Mitch Haniger. On fire doesn't even begin to tell that story.
He has really swung the bat well, so it was a good move. Scott Service, the timing of it worked out great. Mitch is as hot as anybody in the league, and you can see what he's done since moving to the leadoff position, hitting an even 500, 7 doubles, 6 RBIs, OPS off the chart, so he has really played well, and yes, he will be leading off again this afternoon.
Mariners could use a stalwart pitching effort today from Mike Leake. He opposes Brett Anderson. A's starters have been very good in this run since June 16th.
Well, and I think for Mike Leake, you can see overall a 4.11 ERA. He has 5 quality starts in a row coming into this game, and a pretty good blueprint from Felix Hernandez last night. Felix stayed down in the zone, was able to get a couple of double play balls. That works well for Mike in his 2-seam fastball cutter changeup combination, and I think you'll see that a lot of quality strikes early, but try to get them to put the ball in play on the ground.
Brett Anderson has had a multitude of injuries in the course of his career. He's back with his second tour of duty with the Athletics. What's he bring today?
Doesn't have the same fastball that he used to. His average fastball this year is 90 miles an hour, but a pretty good slider and changeup combination. The Mariners faced him early this year, and he pitched well. He went 6 1/3, giving up 2 earned runs. He's pitched well in his last couple of outings. One of the better ground ball pitchers in the American League.
A couple of guys to pinpoint in this A's lineup. You don't want them to beat you. Easier said than done. Marcus Semien, and then Jed Lowry has been killing the Mariners. They got to shut him down. We got a first pitch coming your way shortly as the A's and the Mariners wrap up this series from Oakland, California. First pitch is straight ahead.
To the plate with the bases jammed.
Into the glove of Dan Wilson, who hangs on to it.
At his third base, number 28.
Great afternoon for Major League Baseball here in Oakland, California, as the Mariners try to salvage a win against the A's, who have been on a rampage since the middle of June. And these folks are fortified before they come into the Coliseum, where the Mariners are going to tee it up against the A's. Yes, indeed. AL West, the wild, wild West, as we welcome into Mariners baseball. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. It's brightening here at Oakland as we take a look at the Mariners starting lineup for today against Brett Anderson.
Mariners are third in the American League in hitting, and Mitch Haniger is going to lead things off. 7 doubles for Mitch over the last 6 games. Robinson Cano had his first start back last night. He was going to hit second again today. He was 1 for 4 in last night's ball game. Guillermo Heredia will round out the 9 for the Mariners. For Brett Anderson, this will be his 11th start on the year, a 4.5 ERA and 47 2/3. He has 25 strikeouts. Again, a ground ball pitcher. Opponents hitting .298 against him.
We are ready for action. Mitch Haniger hitting .500 in the leadoff spot the last 6 games. First pitch in there, first strike. And we are underway. Mitch 1 for 4 last night, 4 for 9 the first 2 games here in Oakland. 7-6 A's the first game, 3-2 A's last night. 65 degrees here. The clouds, as it does here in the Bay Area, start to break up right around noon. As Haniger hits it hard, 1 hop to Simeon. Away.
Well, look at the rest of the defense for the A's. Nick Martini will get the start in left field, his first start in this series. Chapman and Olsen will be on the corners. They have played well defensively in the series, and Jonathan Lucroy, the veteran, will do the catching.
Well, here is Robinson Cano, hearing it from the fans, coming off the 80-game PED suspension. First game last night, went 1 for 4. 286, 4 homers, 23 runs batted in. He's got 5 career hits against Anderson, 1 a home run. Takes strike 1. Brett Anderson is a picture of persistence. His injury report, his personal injury report, looks like a weekly NFL report. 2010 flexor tendon, hyperextended knee. 2011-12 Tommy John, oblique in 2012. 2013 stress fracture in his foot. 2014 broken finger, bulging disc, and back surgery in the 16th season. As Robbie checks in, see if he extends. No, he'll hold with a 1-out single.
And Robbie going the other way. His base hit last night was a line drive into left center field. This is right down the line. Nick Martini, the left fielder, was able to get to it quickly and hold him to a single.
Brings up Gene Segura 0 for 4. The only Mariner without a hit last night. He had 4 hits in the first game. Great year for him. Fouled off. Tied for 5th in batting. And Gene, 2 hits behind J.D. Martinez. 144 hits. That's 2nd in the league.
For Anderson, again, his average fastball 90 miles an hour. He feels pretty good today. We've already seen 92 from him. Slider, changeup, occasional curveball.
Starting today, Oakland 1 game behind Houston. A lot of important matchups coming up. There's a roster move. Christian Bergman recalled from AAA Tacoma. Paxton put on the 10-day DL after getting hit on the forearm yesterday. Look out.
And let's hope that's all it will be, is the 10 days.
What's that, 2nd or 3rd time? As Scott Servais says, was your heart in your throat last night? He just shook his head. He just can't believe this stuff.
Well, he was hit with a line drive a couple of years ago.
Yep. Back home, right?
And he was out for 19 days. They don't think that it's going to be that long this time around. That was against the Angels. It was also in August.
Oh, you know what? That was Simmons, Andrelton Simmons.
Yeah.
Sun breaking through, clouds moving away here in Oakland. Segura, a little chopper.
That could be trouble.
Anderson, he's safe. Kept him in aboard. Good setup.
Good hustle. I was a little bit surprised that Anderson tried to pick it up with his glove, taking a little more time, knowing that Segura can get down the lines, but it's a swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Gene takes off right away. Good hustle down the line, and that might have been the difference.
Bang banger.
A good situation for Nelson Cruz.
Nelly 1 for 4 with an RBI last night, 2 for 7 in the first 2 games. 30 homers, 77 runs batted in. He is 6th in the league, 1 behind Mitch Haniger. Tied for 5th in home runs. 2 career hits against Anderson, and yep, both left the ballpark. Ground ball to third. Chapman will step and throw. And the double play. Mariners threaten, don't score in the first. Glad you're with us here in Roots Sports. Mike Leake to take the mound when we get back. Mound here today, his 25th start. Will be his 6th start against the Athletics. Career 1-1 with a 3.13 ERA. Here's a look at the batting order he'll face today.
The A's are 5th in the American League in home runs. A couple of home runs in last night's game for the A's. Nick Martini again, his first start. He will lead things off. Jed Lowry has driven in 6 runs in the first 2 games of this series. He will hit third. Jonathan Lucroy hitting 9th in the lineup, .455 with a couple of home runs versus Mike Leake in his career. For Mike, 5 quality starts in a row for him, a 4.11 ERA, 146 2/3. He has 90 strikeouts on the year. Opponents hitting .280.
Having seen these A's the last couple of nights, what's an imperative here for Mr. Leake?
Well, I think, again, he has a pretty good blueprint from Felix Hernandez last night. Felix was down in the zone last night. Pretty good running fastball with his changeup. Threw a slider a little bit more. I think they just want to try to keep him on the ground. The A's, a lot of extra base hits on the year. Mentioned that they are 5th in home runs, so that's right where Mike wants to be anyway. Pretty good 2-seam fastball. Should get some ground ball outs like that one right there towards Segura out at short. He'll be in good shape if he's able to do that this afternoon. Take a look at the rest of the defense. Some changes with the defense. D. Gordon back in center field. Robinson Cano was at first base last night. He will move over and play second base. And Mike Zunino, even though he caught last night, he's going to catch this day game.
D. Gordon out in center field for the first time since May 16th. He played 39 games out there, and Scott Service was saying one of the things they want to do today as he gets his groove on out there, wants him to play deeper than he did previously. Like a lot of guys over the years, not a lot of people are like Paul Blair, the late Paul Blair, can play shallow and go back and get it.
As we're talking about it, he backed up a couple more steps.
Yep. There's Matt Chapman, 4 for 9 in the series.
And he likes the speakers here in this ballpark.
Well, I tell you what, you can't hide from them.
No, you can't.
Mike Leake, really good athlete, fields his position beautifully.
His average fastball this year at 89 miles an hour. Again, a pretty good sinker that he will use. Cutter, changeup, Also mix in a slider and a curveball, but 5 straight quality starts for him. Typically works ahead. A lot of first pitch strikes.
And a quick worker with nobody on. Tough duo here, Chapman and Lowry. Combined for 7 extra base hits his first 2 games. A's, as you know, 38-12 since June 16th. A lot of things have gone right for them. Some fouled off. A lot of head-to-head battles still to come. We'll be back here 2 weeks tomorrow. And the A's, with the Mariners leaving town, they'll welcome in Houston for a weekend series and then finish up the homestand 3 with Texas. Then they play Houston again the following week. As Chapman strikes out, 2 down.
Strikes out on what looked like a pretty good slider.
So 2 outs.
This is what we want to see all day right here, Dave. Jed Lowry hitting with nobody on base.
Bingo. He has been murdered. It's 5 for 9, 6 RBIs. 2-run homer last night, 2 for 4.
Having a great year. 273, 19 home runs, 76 RBIs on the year.
His last 3 games, 7 for 13, 2 homers and 8 runs batted in, scoring 4 times.
2-run home run in last night's game. That was the difference.
Big tip of the cap, Felix Hernandez last night. He knew he was the next man up when Paxton got drilled by that line drive. Gordon step back, comes back, and makes a nice casual catch a la Cano. Right at the shoulder. 1, 2, 3 first here in Oakland. Cast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Kyle Seager to lead off. Brett Anderson was waiting for Mark Canha to get reset in center field. Siegs 1 for 4 last night, 2 for 8 for the series. Seager, Healey, and Zunino against Anderson.
Kyle getting close to a milestone. A couple more hits and he'll have 1,100 hits in his career. Only been 5 Mariners that have 1,100 hits as a Mariner. Good look at the defense.
StatCast AI powered by AWS.
But a good list of names. Ichiro, Edgar, Ken Griffey Jr., Jay Buhner, and Alvin Davis.
Mr. Mariner. That's a very good list. 1 and 2 to Kyle. Talking about the A's since June 16th. A's 38-12. The Mariners in that stretch 24-27. Fouled off the 2-2 pitch.
It's interesting. Staying with the fastball, and Lucroy, the catcher, is setting up inside, but all the fastballs are ending up on the outer half of the plate. Hasn't been able to hit his spot yet.
Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Anderson.
Batting in the sixth position, first baseman, number 27.
Ex-Athletic Ryan Healey. Didn't play last night, 0 for 3 on Monday. "22 home runs. He had 25 homers for the A's last year in 149 games. Mentioned Anderson's second tour of duty with Oakland. He was with them from 09 through the 13 season. Back this year. There's Lowry right there. 2 away.
He is throwing a lot of strikes right now. 20 pitches, 15 strikes for him.
Here's Mike Zunino. 1 for 4 last night, 1 for 7 in the series.
Number 3, Mike Zunino.
I think for Anderson, a little bit different than when the Mariners were facing Fires last night. Last night they were trying to get Fires' fastball down in the zone, and with Anderson you want him to elevate the fastball if you can. He's a pretty good ground ball pitcher, and so far 3 ground ball outs, including a double play for the Mariners.
Anderson, after he left Oakland and went to Colorado for the 14 season, Dodgers 15 and 16, Cubs in 17, as well as Toronto. Home plate umpire today, Quinn Walcott, Sean Barber at first, Gary Cederstrom at second, James Hoy at third. Ball 2 strikes to Mike Z.
Frank with a double last night, a line drive into left center field. Hit about halfway off the wall.
Mariners trying to end this road trip at 5-5. Like that, trying to end it at 6-4, beg your pardon. Trying to end it at 6-4 is what they're shooting for. Full count for Mike. D. Gordon's on deck. Three defenders left side of the infield for Mike Zunino. Pitch hit hard left field, and coming on is Martini who gets that line drive. 1-2-3 in the second. When we come back, Chris Davis leads off for the A's. On Tuesday, when the Mariners host the Astros at 7:10, enjoy a pregame dance performance. Plus, first 10,000 fans 21 and over receive a Mariners cap. So get your tickets at mariners.com. Good to have you with us on it's developing into a beautiful day here in Oakland. Go bottom second. Now Chris Davis leads off.
1-2-3 first inning for Mike Leake. 11 pitches, 8 strikes in the first.
Big year for Chris Davis. Third in home runs with 34, second in RBIs in the league with 93 to J.D. Martinez. Total bases, he's 6th. Mariners held him in check. D. Gordon going back. He's got room right in front of the 400 marker. Big out. Davis now 2 for 17 in his last 6 games against the Mariners. A couple of singles, no RBIs.
First baseman, number 28, Matt Olson.
Well, here's Matt Olson. Unusual circumstance last night. Began the game on the bench. Then Paxton got hit on the line drive. So they get a lefty-righty matchup. Felix in the game. They brought Olson into the contest. And he went 1 for 3, replacing Mark Canha.
Want to be careful with him. 22 home runs on the year. He has power to all fields.
Plenty of room. Seager should have a play. Battling the sun. Stand with it. 2 down. Mariners will enjoy Thursday off, and then the reigning NL champion LA Dodgers come to town. Walker Buehler will get the start against Wade LeBlanc as CenturyLink brings us what is next. Coverage will be on the air at 6:30. Dodgers starting today 2 games behind first place Arizona. We'll see them next weekend, the following weekend. Colorado is in second place, a game back, and you may have seen the highlights last night. Yasiel Puig getting into it, pushing and shoving matchup. We have Nick Hundley, the catcher for the Giants. This is Stephen Piscotty, 1 for 3 yesterday. Two and 1. So many big games in front of both of these teams and many in the division. Going to be really interesting. As the Mariners see the Houston Astros coming to town next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Mariners will hit the road at Arizona, San Diego, and then back here to Oakland for 4.
Well, the Mariners 3.5 back of the A's, and counting today, only 8 games remaining with the A's.
A's will come to Seattle late September. Nice inning. Very efficient again by Mike Leake. No score. Heredia and Henniger. 8-9-1. Hit hard and foul. Chapman, third baseman, moving in on the grass. Nobody played D closer than a White Sox third baseman. That is foul.
The scouting report on Anderson, and first time through the lineup. It's pretty heavy with his fastball, and that's exactly what we've seen here this afternoon. A lot of fastballs first time through. His fastball has been 88 to 92 miles an hour. Start to mix it up a little bit more after that. You'll see his slider and his changeup more second, third time through the lineup. That's a slider on the outside corner, maybe just off the plate.
Talking to Scott Service about moving D to center, and said, what's with the juggling act you have to do now with Robbie coming back? So the key thing, give the guys a heads up a couple, 3 days ahead of time, and they're fine with it. No problem. They all, obviously, in this pennant race, trying to make something happen, but so that makes his job a heck of a lot easier.
Well, the one thing we know about Scott is he will communicate to the guys. We see him every day during batting practice, making his rounds and talking to them. And I think the other thing that was important was talking to them all before Robbie ended up coming back and letting him know what the plan was, so they're aware of it, give him a chance to think about it a little bit, and everybody's on board with it.
Semien knows he's got to hurry, and he gets D. Gordon, one out. We're talking about upcoming schedules. Down the stretch we come here in this pennant chase. Here's what the Mariners and A's, what they have against each other. Each have 6 against the Astros. Games against contenders. Mariners have the Yankees, Dodgers, and Arizona. And games against last place teams, hopefully a chance to fatten up. The Mariners have the advantage right there. Mariners have Baltimore, Texas, San Diego. Heredia, ground ball to Semien. Same result.
Well, the A's infielders knew when they were driving to the ballpark today that they were going to be busy if Anderson had command, and that's been the case. Yeah, very good ground ball pitcher. Doesn't strike batters out like he used to. Doesn't have the fastball. Fastball used to be 94, 95 miles an hour.
Strike 1 to Mitch Henniger as we begin the second time through.
And it starts him off with a breaking ball.
Mitch opened up the ball game, grounding out to Semien. 3 assists already. Two and 1. Here's the homestand. Get your tickets. It's big games against 2 good clubs. Right center field. Piscotty is under it. 1, 2, 3 again. Theme developing here in Oakland. Angie, thank you very much. Mike Leake, a couple of trips through the order, 6 up, 6 down. He's got Simeon, Canna, and Lucroy here in the third.
So far, his fastball command has been really good. Pretty good two-seamer today. We thought that would be a key to the game. He's been efficient, working ahead. 23 pitches, 16 strikes.
Foul ball. Simeon last night, boy, a quick counter to the Cruz first inning RBI single, and he went yard here against James Paxton for his 10th home run. You mentioned it yesterday. He could always hit. He's made himself a good fielder. Check down at first. Foul tip. So Quinn Wolcott, that was unusual. Here comes Bob Melvin.
Still arguing about it, and Bob Melvin out of the dugout wondering what is going on. Primera Supermo trying to check his swing, and he clearly, it's a foul tip. That's a good call.
It's on the money.
Yep. Melvin out arguing about it, but I think he'll feel a little bit better once he hears that it was actually a foul ball.
Second strikeout for Mike Leake. 7 up, 7 down. He's got Mark Canna here. 1 for 3 in Monday's game. Mike Turner, hey, dude, I got it. He had to have heard it, right?
I would think so, yes.
Yeah.
Quickly ahead again. First pitch strikes. Haven't seen his breaking ball much. A couple sliders, mixed in his cutter a little bit, but most of it's two-seamers.
Mariners really want this game here today. Pick up a game on these guys. Right at D. Gordon. Like NASCAR, you want to be able to draft on these guys for a while. Mariners 3.5 behind them, want to cut into that before the Dodgers come to town. There's Lucroy, the catcher. He's had some gaudy numbers against Leake. 455 batting average, couple of home runs. Played against each other many times over in the National League.
Mariners and the A's have played 11 games this year. Mariners have won 6 of them.
These last 2 have been really something. Mariners down big, come back in the first game, close to 7-6, can't get over the hump, and then last night here's Seager with a nice grab right there and through the order one time. Mike Leake 9 up, 9 down in a scoreless ball game. already. Felix Hernandez throws the 23rd perfect game in MLB history. Does it against the Tampa Bay Rays. Who could forget that? Sean Rodriguez, the last out. What a great day that was. That was just tremendous. And then that next start, he had the Supreme Court. We had a full house for his next home start. A lot of fun. And
I thought his reaction at the end of it right there was great.
Yeah, that was. I remember working. You had the day off. Dan Wilson was with us. And here's Robbie. Still say, highlight moment of my broadcast career calling that perfecto. The Philip Umber one, doing that for Fox against the Mariners, that was really cool. But when your guy does it, it's the best.
You mentioned that I had the day off. Unfortunately, I missed it. I've seen just about every start that Felix has had, but I missed that one, and I was on the golf course getting messages from everybody.
They're getting, oh, what are you doing? You better be shooting under par, pal.
They started showing up in the 5th inning, and I was like, ah, 5th inning, you know, 6th inning. They didn't. Man. That was disappointing to miss it.
And you had it. It was a great weather day. So, I mean.
Yes, it was terrific.
Let me get you striping it right down the middle.
I got distracted.
That was crazy, man. That was, you know.
I love that. I just loved his reaction right there at the end of it.
I remember going out to dinner at First Avenue with my wife and some friends, and man, that was some kind of high. I'll tell you what. And the energy in the building. It's only about 24,000 people. That many in the building. But a perfecto, man.
Yeah.
Gene down the line. Chapman off balance throw and throws it away. Gene will get to second. He'll stop right there. So base hit E5. So Gene multi-hit game, another one.
Well, Matt Chapman, we've talked a lot about his defense, but this throw gets away from him, just airmails it. Yeah, a little more time.
So 2 hits today for Gene Segura, now tied with J.D. Martinez for the most hits in the American League at 146.
A couple of more infield hits for him.
43 multi-hit games, moves up to tie for 3rd with Eddie Rosario. Here's Nelly, bounced into a double play in the 1st. Broken bat, ground ball. Chapman holds a runner at 2nd. Guns it over. 2 down. Saturday, the Mariners take on the Dodgers at 7:10. Plus, the first 15,000 fans are going to get a Mariners T-shirt, courtesy of Sawto. Get your tickets to one of the premier weekend series of the summer by heading to Mariners.com today. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Seager, first time up, struck out on a 2-2 pitch. 32 RBIs against left-hand pitching, and 5 of his home runs have come against lefties. He's now 4 for 12 against Anderson. Hit it hard, but playing in the shift. It's Simeon, the shortstop out there, inning over. Runner stranded, no runs, 1 hit, an error, and a man left. No score here in Oakland. Here on the team, then round your way to home with a Sound Transit Day Pass. Learn more at soundtransit.org. Look at Mount Davis out there. Generally fill that up when the Raiders play here. Top of the order, Nick Martini, part-time player playing his 28th game. Rounded out to Segura, first time up. Solidly stroked first base runner for the Athletics. And Haniger can't shut it off. Martini gonna dig for 3, and he's gonna get there.
First base hit for the A's.
So 9 up, 9 down then. A base knock right here, and Martini's at third.
It was on a breaking ball, ended up in the middle of the plate. You can see the ball spinning. It's down in the zone, but middle. Primera Supermo, and right off the end of the glove, and I think Mitch bobbled it when he went to pick it up. Yep.
So a triple for Martini, his second.
Infield is in.
Matt Chapman, the hitter, struck out in a 2-2 pitch.
Kyle playing a little bit deeper at third.
A's on a 4-game winning streak. A's just a game out of first place behind Houston. 2-0. Astros in action tonight at home against Colorado. They lost 5-1 last night. 3-1 to Chapman with Jed Lowry on deck.
Tried to throw the two-seamer a couple of times on the outside corner, started off the plate and run it back, but he's just missing it. Close pitches.
Walked him. Triple and a walk to start the fourth.
Now batting second baseman.
Now we'll bring up Jed Lowry. Lowry was 6 RBIs in the series. He had 4 in the first game, a 2-run home run yesterday.
Now that was one of your fervent wishes for today's game. Lowry at the dish with nobody on, but he's got 2 aboard here in the fourth.
76 RBIs on the year.
Sensational year. Strike 1. Flied out to center first time. Lowry's 7th. Runs batted in. Among the leaders in multi-hit games as well. All right, Leake. He's got him in an 0-2 hole. Can he put him away?
Started him with a two-seamer in off the plate, ran it back to the corner, and then that time it was a cutter. Just swing right over the top of it.
The 0-2 pitch to Lowry. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That is a big out. 3rd strikeout for Leake. Get a double play ball and get out of this thing.
Well, ahead in the count. Didn't want to give him anything good to hit, and this pitch is going to be a fastball, and it is in off the plate. Primera Supermo.
Good run.
Yep, good two-seamer.
Big out. Got another one to get right here in Chris Davis. Flight out the center, inside, ball 1. Big part of the Oakland success, those numbers you're looking at right there. 1-0. Fleming Baez had a chance to make a catch down there coming off the bench.
He will hear about it.
Yeah, he will.
Wasn't able to make the play. That's interesting for Mike right now. A couple of fastballs, two-seamers inside. The last one at 91 miles an hour. So that's a pretty good fastball for him.
Want to stay away from Davis, although he does have good oppo power.
You have to be down in the zone. You're going to pitch him away.
Anything thigh to chest high away, he gets to. Good categories right there. Category with a couple of Mariners.
Yeah, he's trying to add to it right now.
Gene and Robbie double play depth up the middle. 1-2 pitch.
Missing with the slider.
Mariners threatened in the first, got a couple men aboard, but a double play ended it. They got a man aboard in the top half of this inning and couldn't bring him home. This is the first threat for the Oakland Athletics.
Davis with 122 strikeouts on the year.
Make it 123.
Just a great pitch. Always relies on command, and that looked like it was another two-seam fastball. Started off the plate. EQC Tracer has it right on the corner. Split the corner with a good fastball. 89 miles an hour, had some run to it. So a couple of big-time strikeouts for Mike. Off the plate away, give up on it. Let Mike frame it.
Still not out of the woods. You have Matt Olson. He fouled out to Seager. 2 outs now. Runners at the corners. The pitch has been a good one against left-handers. No play. But advantage Lee go to the count.
Really mixing it up now, changing speeds, using both sides of the plate. He will elevate his fastball from time to time. See the first pitch, the strike.
Cano's out short right field. A little bit of a shift here for Olson. Dangerous power hitter. He's been 0-2 to 4 the last 7 hitters. Play. Another game of interest to both of these teams. The Yankees host Tampa Bay again tonight. Yankees win last night against the Rays. Here we go. 0-2 here to Matt Olson. Swing, and Zunino holds on. What an escape by Mike Leake. Triple walk. Nobody scores. Mariners value game savings thanks to BECU. Fans can score select bleacher or view seats for $15 and main or club seats $30. Mariners hosting the Astros. Head to mariners.com/value for tickets. Ryan Healey, Mike Zunino, and D. Gordon here in the 5th. Scoreless ball game. How about Mike Leake striking out the side runners at the corners to get out of a 4th inning threat? Impressive. Ground ball to Semien. Yet another one. Seattle Mariners baseball and Root Sports brought to you by your local Ford stores. By the Emerald Queen Casino presenting The Voice. Paul Rogers, September 29th. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com. By Jet Closing, buying a home. Jet Closing can save you time, money, and stress. Visit jetclosing.com today. And by Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more. One away here in the 5th. Zunino drives one, but not as deep as he would have liked. 2 outs.
Well, for Anderson right now, 16 batters, 14 first pitch strikes, throwing a lot of fastballs, and the Mariners really being aggressive. Just a couple of fly ball outs though. Haniger in the 3rd inning, a fly ball to right field, and that fly ball to center. Everything else on the ground or a strikeout.
Quick 2 outs brings up D. Gordon.
He did not like the call.
No, he didn't. Got a battle here, 0-2. Strike 3. 7 pitches for Anderson to get his 3 outs. Safeco.com. Do more. By Steel. To find your local Steel dealer, visit steeldealer.com. And by Country Financial. When it comes to planning for your future, start with simple steps today at countryfinancial.com. Love the cable cars in San Francisco. Take it to and from or from the wharf, Fisherman's Wharf, which is a tremendous destination.
Looked like a pretty good hike.
I did that one time, and I think I have a pretty good GPS in my head. I went what turned out to be the long way, but it, you know, I got a good workout out of it. But I was like, "Where's the wharf, for crying out loud?" D. Gordon backing up, slicing on him, but he stays with it. Makes the catch.
Pretty good pitching by Mike Leake in the 4th inning. Leadoff triple, a walk, and then 3 strikeouts in a row.
Confidence building, that's for sure.
Well, we talked about Deep playing a little bit deeper today. His first time in center field in quite a while. And made a couple of plays out there this afternoon. Right up against the fence.
First time since May 16th he's been in center field. There's Marcus Semien. Lake has struck out 5, walked 1. Giving up 1 hit so far. Anderson's throwing shutout ball as well, giving up 3 hits.
We have a couple pitchers. Let's say their fastball today, both of them right around 90. Great pitching matchup so far.
They're veteran guys. You wonder if they were trying to break into pro ball, would they pass the scouting eye test right now?
That's a great question.
They know how to pitch.
Yeah. Everything is driven by velocity in today's game, so probably because they know how to pitch, and Anderson being left-handed also, that they probably get a chance, but maybe not as high a pick.
There you go. That's a dandy pitch right there.
That's right on the inside corner.
And under his hands. Nice job. Three-two pitch. Strike 3 called. 6 strikeouts for Leake. He's K'd 4 of the last 5 that he's faced. Second time he's struck out Semien, first time looking. Wednesday, September 5th, the final bark at the Park Night at Safeco Field. Thanks to Avoderm and Nylabone for just $50. You and man's best friend going to receive tickets to the game of Mariners Dog Water Bowl and a chance to walk around the bases post-game. Visit mariners.com/bark for tickets. If I need hearing aids, you'll know why.
Way to hang in there.
Holy mackerel.
That was startling, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh. Folks, this is without question the loudest PA system in Major League Baseball. Cruising over's Heredia.
Another good inning.
Boy, I'll say, Mike Leake got it working today, got it going on. No score here in Oakland. Two strikeouts so far, and he's kept the ball down as expected.
Yeah, the scouting report was that there were going to be a lot of ground balls from him today if he's on top of his game. Well, he has been. It's been a lot of ground ball outs. Back for the Mariners, just 2 fly ball outs so far.
Shortstop Marcus Semien has 5 assists through 5 innings.
Throwing a lot of strikes, a lot of first pitch strikes for the Mariners. Have been really aggressive against him.
2-0 to Guillermo Heredia leading off. He's batting in the 9 spot. He grounded out to the aforementioned Semien, first time up. Haniger and Cano to follow.
For the start of this inning, previous 9 batters for the Mariners have seen a total of 19 pitches.
Lowry, backhand, throws off back foot, one away.
Number 17, Mitch Haniger.
6 consecutive retired. Top of the order, third time throw. Here's Mitch again. Grounded out to short, fly to right. Ball one outside. Mariners trying to snap the A's 4-game win streak, pick up a game in the standings process.
I mentioned that there are a lot of ground balls from the Mariners today, and Anderson really keeping the ball down. You can also tell by the contact. Everything's either off the end of the bat or he's jamming them when he pitches inside. So it's been weak contact.
Sounded just like that. That was Lowry, 2 down. Time. AT&T achieving more. How about the lowest ERA against the Mariners career? Look at that company. Pedro Martinez at the top, Brett Anderson right there. I remember Dennis Rasmussen and Matt Harrison. He had some good years with Texas and Zach Greinke.
Robbie looking for his second base hit. Had a base hit in the first inning to left field and then grounded out to second.
Breaking ball for strike. Look good at first base. Got a new first base mitt from Albert Pujols.
I thought he looked comfortable over there last night.
Yep.
Didn't have any problems.
Had a modest stretch once or twice. Didn't chase after a ground ball to his right that he knew D. Gordon was right behind him in short right field. 0-2 hole here. Robbie 6 for 23 career against Anderson. Another ground ball. All 3 outs. 3 assists to Jed Lowry. To the home 6th in a scoreless pitching duel. Tell you what, you can get Italian water ice out there, Philly cheesesteak, Mexican food.
It's been a nice addition, hasn't it?
Yes, it has been. Options, options, what it's all about. How about Jonathan Lucroy leading off. Lucroy got ahead and they count 2-0, but Mike got him to ground out to Seager to end the third inning. Straight up in the infield and outfield. Leak and Lucroy obviously well aware of the numbers, the success Lucroy's had. 455 against Mike coming in. Ground ball, Segura plant and throw him out. Nicely done. Coors Light refreshing finish.
Just tremendous command from Leak today, using his cutter, his two-seam fastball, both sides of the plate. Mixing a few sliders to go along with it, but just working off the edges of the plate, changing speeds.
That fourth inning was really special.
That used to be fairly common. Both pins playing changing speed. Now everybody wants to throw 97 miles an hour, but
tell me about it.
Yeah, both pitchers really throwing the ball well today.
Bill Kruger joins us right now. Left-hander, what do you got for us today? Yes, indeed.
Bill, how difficult is it changing speeds? We've seen his fastball today as the two-seamer and the cutter, but he's been anywhere from 87 to 91. And it just seems that when he needs a little extra, he can add and subtract when he's behind in the count. How difficult is that to do?
Third baseman, Chapman.
Are you saying anything, Bill, with the A's lineup, with the way that Felix threw the ball last night and the way that Leak is throwing the ball today, as far as a weakness in their lineup?
There's a bloper off the bat of Chapman. He'll hold it second. Good effort by Haniger. He had a long run.
Well, with Chapman hitting, he was out towards right center field, and there's a blooper down the line, just stays fair. He tried to make a sliding catch. You can see he was a couple feet away from it.
Good quick recovery after
yeah, it was going to be a double either way. Gets to his feet quickly. Yeah, I think that's a great point, Bill. And the main reason why is you look at these A's and all the extra base hits. Obviously, they're taking advantage of some fastballs that are up in the middle of the plate. So I think that you're absolutely right about that.
Bill, thanks so much. Bill Kruger joining us. Catch him on the Mariners postgame with Angie Mentink. Robbie right there. And that'll do it. That's a big out to get Lowry with a man in scoring position. Another escape job by Mike Leake. No score. You join us tonight for an exciting MLS matchup. Tune in at 5 p.m. Pacific. The Portland Timbers are going to travel to the nation's capital to take on DC United. Stay tuned after the match for our live post-game show. For your local programming schedule, visit rootsports.com. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Root Sports crew with you. And breezing along in a scoreless game. Two pitchers really getting it done as Segura shows bunt. Segura, Cruz, Seager here in the 7th inning. Yep, we're in the 7th inning.
I think he would have tried to drop it down if it had been a fastball, but because it was a breaking ball, he decided to take it. Pretty good idea.
Fly ball right field, easy play for Piscotty. See if Nelly can get something up and launch it.
He's been aggressive today. A couple of ground balls to the third baseman. One of them was a double play ball. And I expect him to pull the ball in the infield, and he has a couple of times today.
Strike one. Broken bat ground out to third in the 4th inning. Well, that's a heck of a take. Christian Bergman back with the club. Paxton on the DL. Took one off the left forearm last night. Oh, that was the one he wanted.
That was a mistake, an off-speed pitch that was up. It was on the corner, but elevated for him.
Out the end of the bat. Well played by Olsen. Quick 2-out 7th inning. MLB at Bat is your #1 Mariners app. Customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Get the Mariners home screen icons and features such as the MLB.TV game of the day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcasts, stats, news, and more. Download MLB at Bat today. 13 ground ball outs. Brett Anderson. There's Kyle Seager.
Kyle grounded out to shortstop his last time up.
Need one Mariner to lift and separate. Turn it over to Alex and Eddie. How about that?
Kyle has 19 home runs on the year. Typically hits for power against lefties. Came into the game hitting .279 against lefties this year.
17,078. 17,078 on hand. Hit it hard. There's a base hit. Should be extras. Piscotty will play the bounce off the wall. So a 2-out double. Kyle Seager. That's his 28th double.
Second time the Mariners have had a runner in scoring position. The first time was in the 1st inning, and it was Robinson Cano. Back-to-back hits by Cano and Segura. Well, here's Kyle, Primera Supermo. He had a pitch up in the zone. It was right on the corner. Hit it hard, but wasn't able to elevate it. Just a line drive for the double.
28th double, retakes a team lead in that category. Had been in a tie with Segura. Now Ryan Healey, 2-out runner at second. He's grounded out to second, grounded out to short. A happy youngster.
That's great.
Sawed off there. Boy, he's been getting a lot of that action. We go to the home 7th. Runner stranded at second, no score. do with a win from Washington's Lottery. Play today. Real nice day weather-wise here in Oakland, California.
For the Athletics, designated hitter, number 2.
The fog, the mist, it is burned off, and it is quite lovely here. Temperature about 70 degrees, and we have seen a dandy pitching matchup. Mike Leake and Brett Anderson.
Well, some good pitching last night, but a bit better today. Both sides. Mariners losing last night 3-2. Davis is 0 for 2. Ended up striking out his last time up.
He really steps in the bucket, doesn't he?
He does, and you would think that you could just pitch him away the whole time, but you can't. Even that last pitch, almost a perfect pitch. EQC Tracer had it right on the outside corner, maybe just off the edge, and he was still able to foul it off. He will let the ball travel, and he's just looking to get extension. A bit further off the plate.
Ball and 2 strikes.
And for Mike, changing speeds, moving the ball around, nothing in the middle of the plate.
Davis, for his career, hitting to the opposite field, has a .303 batting average. He's 0 for 2 today. Pitch. Mike certainly trying to execute that game plan against him. Fly to center, strikeout looking today. How do you get a piece of that?
A slider off the plate.
Davis, Olsen, and Piscotty 4, 5, and 6 here in the 7th inning. Mariners 4 hits, 2 hits for Oakland. Healey's got room. Nice job. He hung with it.
Fine play for Ryan Healey. Obviously playing here last year, he knows about how much room he has. He knew he was going to have a play. It's just a matter of getting an angle on it and sliding catch. Good concentration. And a big out when you consider Davis and his power, 34 home runs.
One out. Matt Olson. He fouled out to Seager and struck out. Ground ball to Cano. Boy, the efficiency today is remarkable, isn't it? From a pitching standpoint. Coming soon on Root Sports, it's another Beacon Plumbing High School football game. Tune in September 6th to see the Hockinson Hawks versus Archbishop Murphy. The Wildcats at 7 p.m. Pacific. Don't miss the action this season here on Root Sports. Brought to you by Beacon Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Mechanical. Stop breaking. Call Beacon. 2 outs in the 7th. Piscotty. Fly to right, fly to center. Mariners outfield for Heredia, Gordon, and Haniger. The infield of Seager, Segura, Cano, and Healey with Zunino behind the plate. It's been a good pitch for him against right-handers.
He's had a really good command of that pitch today, and last one probably up there. You can see a little more on the plate. Typically he's been on the edges the entire game. Seen too many pitches regardless of what he's throwing in the middle of the plate this afternoon.
He's 1 and 2 here to Piscotty. 2 out, nobody on. 2 and 2. Lake is struck out 6, walked 1, but walk did not hurt him back in the 4th when that walk followed a triple. Leadoff triple by Martini. Here's a 2-2. Full count. On deck hitter Marcus Simeon. Struck out twice. Payoff pitch. Popped it up. Nice job. 7 outstanding innings by both Brett Anderson and Mike Leake. There you go. All right, Angie, thank you. Brett Anderson's first foray into the 8th inning this season. Mike Zunino leads off.
A couple of flyouts for Mike, including a line drive right at the left fielder. One of the few times that the Mariners have been able to square up Brett Anderson this afternoon.
Gordon and Heredia to follow. Longest previous game for Anderson. He went 7 2 starts ago, August 3rd against Detroit. 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts in that game, 74 pitches. A lot of ground balls, a lot of soft contact today.
Lou Trevino getting loose in the pen for the A's.
Another ground ball. Simeon for the out. Simeon's 6th assist, first since the 5th inning. Back by popular demand is Sing Along Fireworks tonight. It's presented by T-Mobile, and coming up on Friday, Mariners take on the Dodgers. Then after the game, sing along to karaoke classics, including Living on a Prayer and Don't Stop Believing. Visit Mariners.com for tickets. Deep, ground out to short, and a strikeout. Another ground ball. My goodness. 15 ground ball outs. Both these guys putting on a clinic.
Really thrown the ball well. There you can see the 15 ground ball outs, just 5 flyouts. A couple of strikeouts for him. 79 pitches, 57 strikes. And a lot of first pitch strikes.
There's Heredia, grounded out to short and to second.
And a good count. About due for a home run, wouldn't you say?
It's been a while.
There's 4 home runs on the year.
July 28th, this one.
That could be trouble.
The Scotty long run. It is a foul ball. Good effort. Fans appreciate that. Local kid from Pleasanton, California. Played at Stanford. Former Cardinal. Two and one to Guillermo, nobody on. Here in the eighth, scoreless ball game. Line drive right up the middle. Almost took the cap off of Anderson. 2-out base hit. Bob Melvin coming to get his starter. Going to bring in Lou Trevino. But Brett Anderson, outstanding 7 2/3, gives up a rocket base hit there to Heredia. See if the Mariners can get to this bullpen, capitalize and get a run here. No score in the eighth. Pitched really well. Good outing for Brett Anderson.
Really good outing. A lot of ground ball outs. Right to the scouting report. 7 2/3, 5 hits. No runs. Oh, no walks. A couple of strikeouts. 83 pitches. 59 for strikes.
Right-hander Lou Trevino takes over.
Hard-throwing right-hander. His average fastball this year, 98 miles an hour and a cutter. This will be his 50th appearance in 57 2/3. He has 64 strikeouts, a 1.56 ERA. Opponents hitting just 179 against him. Alex Colomé getting loose in the Mariner pen.
2-0 here to Mitch Haniger, hottest hitter the Mariners have. 0 for 3 today.
Mitch with 19 home runs on the year. All the outfielders playing deep. Just in front of the warning track.
Good pass at that. 2-1.
There's a fastball in the inner half of the plate at 98 miles an hour.
Reno out of Green Lane, Pennsylvania, 26 years old, 6'5", 225. 2-1 pitch. Broken bat pop up. fighting the son, Lowry. And he wins the battle. That'll do it. Home 8th. Scoreless in Oakland. Teriyaki bowls only at Jack in the Box for a limited time. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor the BNSF Blast. Here's Mike Leake pitching in the 8th inning.
And there you see it, just 2 hits. And a lot of that EQC tracer right on the outside corner.
3rd time, make that 4th time into the 8th inning for Mike Leake. Last time he did it, 8 fabulous innings in Boston. He's got Simeon, Canna, and Lucro. Simeon struck out looking, and he struck out swinging. Foul. Tight ball games here. 7-6 in the first night on Monday, and last night 3-2, and today scoreless. Broken bat. Here comes Heredia. It's hanging up. He's there.
They played a lot of close games. Coming into today, 11 games, 7 of them 1-run games.
Now batting center fielder.
One out here in the 8th.
Canna.
Outside to Mark Canna.
You mentioned a number of the 1-run games. Both teams have done that this year, but then you can look season series of 1-run games. He's been able to get the better of it, winning 5 of the 7. Kyle fighting the sun now.
Wow. Oh, man. All right, you've been down there. What's that like?
It is really tough, and you're trying to get an angle on it, get turned around, get your body turned if you can, using your glove to shade your eyes.
A little bit of wind late.
A little bit late. And then you just have to stay with it.
2 outs, and here's Lucre. Ace catcher, ground out to third, ground out to short.
Fernando Rodney getting loose in the pen for the A's.
Fernando got into last night's game. Hit and strike out in a scoreless inning. Ground ball to Gene. Brilliant work. Mike Leake, 8 innings, just fabulous. No scores. We go to the 9th. Let's focus in on Mike Leake. Man, is he good today?
Just terrific command of his fastball today. Was able to change speeds, working both sides of the plate. It was rare to see anything in the middle of the plate. Working ahead, a lot of first pitch strikes for him today, and putting hitters away when he needed to. He's only been in trouble a couple of times in the ball game. Was able to work his way out of it.
Best was the 4th inning. Leadoff triple, a walk, then he strikes out the side, gets out of it. Oh, he deserves a hug and a handshake, no doubt about that. All right, couple of old friends battling right now. Fernando Rodney, Robinson Cano, followed by Segura and Cruz. .92 miles an hour. Robbie fouls it off. Cano today. Base hit to left and 2 ground outs to second.
.49 appearances for him, a 2.89 ERA. His fastball on average at 94 miles an hour and a changeup.
With the Mariners in 2014, led the league in saves, 48. In close.
Mike Leake just a couple of hits and 1 walk today. That was it.
Brilliant performance.
Column A is getting ready in the Mariner pen.
Fly ball left field. Martini is there, 1 out.
Number 2.
So 1 out
Segura.
in the 9th. Here comes Segura. Gino for 2 against Rodney.
2 for 3 this afternoon. A couple of infield hits for him.
Ball 1. 2 hits has him tied. Top the hit list with JD Martinez with 146. Two and 0. There's a strike. Gene strafes this one into the gap, right center field. Laureano's got the big arm. He gets it back in. What a throw.
Good idea by Gene Segura. Solid line drive base hit. Laureano is able to get to it before it goes all the way through in the gap, and strong throw into second base. Third base hit for Segura this afternoon.
Cruz 2 for 12 against Fernando Rodney. His 18th three-hit game for Segura. Diaz starting to heat up for the Mariners. '18 three-hit games for Segura, leads the league. Ooh, that hit hurt at 90 degrees. 90 mph rather. Good.
Hit him on the shoulder, I think.
Wow.
.90 miles an hour. Primera Supermo.
13th time Nelly's been hit.
Kyle Seager.
Kyle Seager. Kyle 1 for 3, a double his last time up. A double down into the right field corner.
Keplerman aboard here. Swing and a miss. There's that Rodney changeup. Kyle 3 for 5 against Fernando.
Mariners are 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position this afternoon.
Strike 2. Opportunity here. 0-2 pitch to Seager. High fly ball, backing up his Piscotty. Got some carries on the track. Up against the fence. Gene tags. He'll get the third.
He just missed it. Towering fly ball up against the fence. And the swing by Kyle. Fastball middle in.
So runners at the corners. 2 outs. And they're going to get a pinch hitter. And it's going to be Denard Span pinch hitting for Ryan Healey. Span 4 for 14, 286 against Fernando Rodney.
Batting for Healey, number
4 hits, pinch hitting.
Denard Span.
Good road trip for Denard. 12 for 25, 4 runs, couple of doubles, 2 triples, a home run, 5 runs batted in. One thing you know about Span, he will work and at bat.
Chapman, the third baseman, even with the bag at third.
375 career pinch hitter, 15 for 40. Folding. Mando Rodney, that's been a terrific pitch for him over the course of his career. He's 41 years old.
Can always throw the changeup, can't you?
Yep.
Plus changeup for him. Some holes on the infield. Chapman's starting to move back a little bit now, but Olsen's still holding the runner at first. Nelson Cruz.
Looking for a big 2-out knock. Runner at third. Blooper. No play for Chapman.
His best fastball so far at 95 miles an hour.
You know he's got the changeup. You know he's got the 90 plus there. Span's got to really protect here. Ball and 2 strikes. Top of the ninth in a scoreless ball game. Crowd here in Oakland, 17,078. Getting excited here. Open for a punch out. Span trying to spoil it. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him at 96. No runs. 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We go to bottom 9. No score here in Oakland. Yeah, great work.
8 innings, just the 2 hits, did not allow a run, 1 walk today. 6 strikeouts, he threw 95 pitches.
For the Athletics, left fielder, number 38.
And our Beacon Plumbing call to the pen brings us Alex Colomé. He's played a very big role on this Mariner Ball Club since coming over from Tampa Bay on May 25th.
Has really pitched well for the Mariners. 54 appearances on the year, a 3.12 ERA, 52 strikeouts in 52 innings. Opponent's hitting .236. His fastball 95, 96 miles an hour, and a hard slider. He will get the top of the lineup for the A's.
Not allowed a run. His last 18 games, 18 2/3 innings. Long drive down the line, getting fouled. That's Nick Martini giving it a ride. Strike 1. Changes defensively. Mariners, some really versatile players now. The outfield is now Span, Heredia, and Haniger. With Seager, Segura, D. Gordon coming in from center field to second, and Robbie moving from second to first, with Healey being hit for by Span.
Robbie on the line at first. The outfielder's playing deep, trying to stay away from the doubles.
Center field. Prudent move right there by Heredia to hold him to a single.
This is a solid base hit right back up the middle. Couple of hits for Martini today. He had a triple earlier.
Chapman will be the hitter. 1 for 2 with a walk. Got a bloop double to right on a 2-0 pitch back in the 6th. Came with 2 outs, and Leake was able to survive that threat.
Martini has not attempted a stolen base. Familia getting loose in the A's pen.
Calumet hoping to hit a double play ground ball here. One on the count. Not much of a lead at first. Pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's that hard slider, and he's missed a couple of times with it.
He's got service opening. Calumet can come through again. He has been stellar for the Mariners this year. Checks the runner at first. He's got a 2-1 count here. Now 3-1. On deck is Jed Lowry.
That's to make a quality pitch. Chapman has some pop. 16 home runs on the year.
Three-one pitch. Right center field hanging up for Haniger. One away. Well, here comes Lowry. He's 0 for 3 career against Alex. Lowry today. Fly to center, strike out, ground out to second. First pitch strike.
Calumet has his good fastball today. He's been 95, 96.
He's had a fine year against left-hand hitters. They're hitting a .167 against him. He struck out 35. Ground ball to Segura, to Gordon for 1. We're going extra frames. Nice job. 10th inning coming up. The Mariners are 10-1 in extra innings. The A's are 10-4. scoreless going into the 10th inning. Hey, make your voice heard. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag RootFanFave. Watch the Mariners pregame show every Sunday to find out your fan favorite plays of the week. Plus, each month, one lucky fan's going to win a Coors Light Yeti cooler just for participating. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. Good to have you with us, everybody. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Root Sports crew. And to the extra innings we go. A couple of nights ago on Monday, Jerry's Familia could have used the Sherpa guide to find home plate. He walked the first 3 guys he faced, and they all scored. The Mariners were left short 7-6 in that decision.
Really struggled with his command of his fastball. He has a good fastball, his average fastball at 96 miles an hour, and a slider, but he could not throw a strike. 50 appearances on the year, a 3.14 ERA, 56 strikeouts, over 20 walks. Opponents hitting .222. He's only given up 1 home run this year.
You can hear the groans and the fans here already. He's 2-0.
That was the 9th inning in the game on Friday. He walked the first 3 batters.
Yep. Healey, Zunino, and Heredia. He's got Zunino, Gordon, and Heredia here. There's a strike. Two-one to Zunino. There's a drive deep to left, and it's going to hook foul. A little bit too quick.
Well, it was right on the inside corner. It was a strike. Just out in front of it. Mike with 17 home runs on the year.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. One down here in the 10th.
4 fastballs, then puts him away with a slider. And on the outside corner.
D. Gordon 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a strikeout looking. The other way, foul ball into the bullpen. Gordon 1 for 6 against Familia. It's 0-2. Way inside with 98.
Eight pitches, 7 fastballs.
And fooled badly. Lucroy applies the tag.
So Familia walking everybody on Friday, and now he has a couple of strikeouts. This is an off-speed pitch. Down out of the strike zone. Looks like a split.
Number 5.
So 2 outs, nobody on here in the 10th. Guillermo Heredia to battle Familia. Second time the Mariners have been in extra innings on this road trip. first game of the trip at Texas. They went 12 and won 4-3.
Zach Duke getting loose in the pen.
Hard hit single to center last time up for Heredia. That is some serious heat they bring out of this pen. Vino, Rodney, now familiar. You've got Trinan. Two and one. Good count here for Guillermo. Strike two.
Able to come back with a breaking ball. Even up the count.
Two-two pitch. Bouncing ball goes to Simeon and retires Heredia. Much better inning for Familia as opposed to 2 nights ago. Score remains 0-0. Contest, it's almost over. Root Sports going to be looking at the Ultimate Fan in the state of Washington throughout the month of August. So send us a photo and your story on our website, rootsports.com/ultimate-fan, and you can win a VIP trip for 2 to Seattle in September, personalized jersey and more. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. Here's Colome's second inning. He's got Davis, Olsen, and Piscotti.
Zach Duke and Nick Vincent getting loose in the pen for the Mariners. Olsen, the left-handed hitter, waiting on deck. Bunch of right-handers after that.
Here's Colome ready, 0-1 pitch. Whoa, missed everything except the back wall. Davis 0 for 5 against Alex. Mike Leake took care of Davis today. Fly ball, center field, strikeout looking, and a foul out to Healey at first. Ground ball to Segura. Goes to Cano for the out. Just watching Robbie get over to first. Looks very comfortable.
That's what we were thinking last night. Ended up getting the start at first base. Got service on his way out of the dugout. He's going to get Zach Duke.
So Alex Calumet gets his men tonight or this afternoon. Zach Duke will take over. Mike Leake was brilliant today for the Mariners.
It was a great pitching matchup for the Mariners. 8 innings, just 2 hits, had the 1 walk, 95 pitches, 6 strikeouts for Mike today. And Brett Anderson also pitched well, 7 2/3 for him, his longest outing of the year. 5 hits, didn't walk anybody, just a couple of strikeouts, but a lot of ground ball outs. 16 ground ball outs. He threw 83 pitches.
Breaking ball from Zach Duke. Starts off Matt Olson, strike 1. Foul back.
Or Zach, his fastball will be in the upper 80s and a slider. .53 appearances, a .465 ERA.
Ball with 2 strikes. Sure do. Here's the job boy. Here's the drive deep to right. And it's banging off the fence, getting it back in. Here's a strong throw. A little bit offline. Olson gave it a ride. Almost got it out of here.
I think it fooled him a little bit. He thought he had hit it out of the ballpark.
I know off the bat, I know I did. Heading right for the 362.
He's got service out of the dugout. Strong throw by Heredia, just a little bit offline. He really had to hustle to get into second base. It'll be Nick Vincent.
Duke was ahead in the count, couldn't put him away. So the winning run is at second base, 1 out. second, 1 out. Mariners, they'll be off tomorrow at home, and then the Dodgers come to town. A weekend series. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, and they'll be followed by the Astros. Walker Buehler goes against Wade LeBlanc to get that series started. Now Nick Vincent brought in, and a tall task here. He needs a couple outs here. Stephen Piscotty is the hitter. Piscotty 0 for 3 against Nick.
Nick's fastball at 90 miles an hour, cutter at 87, and a slider.
Fouled off.
.43 appearances, 4.42 ERA, 36 strikeouts, and 38 2/3. Opponents hitting just .237 against Nick.
One out, winning run at second. Got him 0-2.
Couple of cutters on the outside corner.
See what Nick comes back with, ahead in the count, 0-2. Up high, 1-2.
Straight up in the outfield.
Ball 2 strikes here to Piscotty. Pitch, swing and a miss. That's a big out.
Ahead in the count, didn't want to throw him a strike, so a couple of elevated fastballs up out of the zone. He laid off the first one, but chases that one. Strikeout. These are now 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position.
Simeon 1 for 9. He stands in 0 for 3 today. Strikeout, swinging, looking, and not going to put him on.
Well, Stottlemyre out of the dugout, going to go over the scouting report.
The young man Laureano, center fielder, is going to be the hitter. For Laureano, just his 9th game, 6 for 23. Knocked in 3 runs.
2 for 13 against right-handed pitching.
Center fielder, number 22.
Scott Mel like those numbers. Veteran pitcher on the mound. Nick struck him out on 3 pitches last night. Pitch. 2-0. Nick trying to get back in the count, 2-0. And he does. Vincent deals on the foul ball. This one goes off Zunino.
Another fastball. That one was in the middle of the plate. Able to get away with it. First 3 pitches were inside to him, tying him up. Yeah, Aggressive swing. That's the cutter at 89 miles an hour.
Two balls, two strikes, couple of men aboard. Pitch, and he struck him out. Great pitch by Nick Vincent to get the Mariners out of the jam in the 10th and get them to the 11th. Good-looking days. The fog and that morning mist, or folks call it big cloud cover here, is burned off, and here we are playing in a scoreless game in the 11th inning in Oakland, California. You see the Bay Bridge in the background, the Transamerica Tower to your right, some of the skyscrapers in San Francisco. Mitch Haniger leads it off here in the 11th. Haniger, Cano, and Segura against Jeurys Familia, who struck out 2 and got a ground out in the 10th inning.
A rare 0 for 4 for Mitch so far. It's been hot.
Strike 1. Two hole in a blink. Oh, 2 pitch. Way outside. Mitch to center field. Floriano out there. 1 out.
Nobody getting loose in either pen.
Number 22.
Second inning for Familia. Robbie 1 for 4. The base hit to left field. It's all the way back in the first inning.
Here in the booze, here in the cat calls, he said he'll deal with it. Wants to help this ball club win. Did the crime, did the time. See if he can turn around 97 or 98. Cano 0 for 1 against Familia. Back up the middle, base hit. 97. Go ahead run aboard here, 1 out.
And that will bring up Gene Segura. Segura having a good afternoon. Gene is 3 for 4 as we take a look at the base hit. Second hit for Robbie.
What a series for Gene Segura, 7 for 13.
With that base hit, Diaz getting loose.
Second time. Segura 0 for 2. That gets Familia. A 1 pitch to the gap. It's going to get down. Yes, it does. Cano will pick up speed and go to third. He had his eye on Piscotty the entire way with the bobble. He got a bit of restart, and now he's at third. Runners at the corners here in the 11th with 1 out. Base hit Gene Segura, 4-hit day.
Jams him a little bit, and Robbie had to wait and see. He wasn't sure if they were going to make the catch or not. Piscotty, the right fielder, and then once the ball kicks away from him,
Number 23.
Robbie was able to round second and move on to third. So a great situation for the Mariners. First and third, just the 1 out. Nelson Cruz, 77 RBIs on the year. He is due up. Bob Melvin on his way out to the mound. Nobody getting loose.
And Nelly going to face Familia for the first time. And no, he's been paying attention. The Mariners mounting a big threat. Robbie Cano, hard hit single up the middle.
It's like Romine is going to pinch run for Cano.
Indeed he is. He'll stay on a play first.
Good game for Robbie. Couple of hits.
For Seattle, Romine.
Fly ball base hit will do the trick here. So Romine running for Cano at third. Gene Segura at first. His third 4-hit game of the season. Pitch to Cruz. 2-0.
Wilson is 0 for 3 this afternoon. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Rodney hit him in the shoulder.
13th time he's been hit by a pitch, tied for 4th in the league. He's got a good count here. 2-0. Runners at the corners. A Herculean swing.
Chased a fastball in off the plate. It's a good fastball at 97. Familia is topped out at 98.
Two and one. Top fouls it. Count goes even. 2-2. Those are cruises on the hit by pitch list. Doesn't like being at or near the top of that. He's doing quite well. The categories they pay him the bucks for, tied for 5th in homers, 6th in RBIs. And he would love one more ribby right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Go ahead run at 3rd. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs.
I'll bring up Kyle Seager. Kyle is 1 for 4. For a couple of fastballs, he goes back to the slider. Right on the outside corner.
Now batting, number 15,
And that was Nelly's first look at Familia. And now Seager will get his first gander at him. Double back in the 7th. Familia set. It's Segura at first, Romine at 3rd. Strike 1. This is a far different Familia from what we saw 2 nights ago. They walked all 3 men that he faced. Those runs came around the score. The Mariners threatened and just missed, losing that game 7-6 today. His 2nd inning of work, he struck out 3. Well, you're part of a formidable back end of the bullpen for the Athletics. Mariners real pleased with Colomé and Diaz at the back end of theirs. 0-1 here to Seager. Runner goes and pitch foul back.
His best fastball at 99 miles an hour is middle in, elevated for Kyle. He has some work to do now. 0-2.
17,078 here at the Coliseum, Rickey Henderson Field. Mariners with the go-ahead run at 3rd. Romine's about halfway home. Here's a pitch. Fly ball. Playable. No problem. Simeon's there. Threat dies. Mariners leave 2. We go bottom 11. No score. Next, after the Mariners enjoy a day off at home tomorrow, Dodgers come to town. The reigning NL champions Walker Buehler takes on Wade LeBlanc. Wade LeBlanc went 5 innings in his last outing. Got the win against the Astros on Saturday. Andrew Romine stays in the game at first. Nick Vincent will continue on here. He's got Lucroy, Martini, and Chapman, 9-1-2.
Petit getting loose in the A's bullpen. Pazos getting loose in the Mariners bullpen.
Mariners got to have this game. They lost the first two, 7-6 and 3-2. 3.5 behind the A's and chase for the second wild card. Meanwhile, the A's are game behind first place Houston. Houston plays tonight, so do the Yankees. Yankees hold that first wild card spot. Great pitching by Nick Vincent to get out of a jam in the 10th. Came on to strike out this Scotty. Intentional pass to Simeon. And on a 2-2 pitch, he struck out Laureano to end the threat. Three and one.
Martini waiting on deck. Leadoff hitter for the A's today. Nick right now missing the outside corner with that cut fastball. Hitters count.
3-1 offering. Popped it up. Seager calls off. Zunino makes the play. Much better angle. Good call.
Number 7, Andrew Romine, who ran for Cano in the previous half inning.
So 1 out. We get back to the top of the order. Nick Martini. 2-hit day for him, a triple and a single.
Now batting left fielder, 38, Nick Martini.
Sure you heard that at home. Nick Martini's batting.
This triple was to right center.
Seager in on the grass. Ball 1. Nick, the third man out of the pen today for the Mariners. 1-1. Here's your runners in
Tough
score
day.
position. Batting stats, and he shoots it through the 6-hole for a base hit. 3-hit day for Nick Martini, playing in his 28th game this season.
Doesn't try to do too much. Kyle playing in, taking the bunt away for the leadoff hitter. He slaps it through the left side of the infield. And will stay on top of a high fastball.
Here's third baseman Matt Chapman. Strikeout, walk, double, and a long fly ball right center field. Run down by Haniger. Strike 1. Taking a look. Nothing doing. Good news. Nick Vincent ahead in the count 0-2. Nick deals 0-2. Hanniger might have he should and will have a play on this. In fair territory. 2 outs.
High fastball has really worked out well for Vincent this afternoon. Scott Service going to make a pitching change.
Jed Lowry is the next hitter. Lowry 2 for 6 against Vincent. Going to bring in Pazos. And Lowry, as a right-hand hitter, is hitting 268, as a lefty 276. So he's been dangerous either way. James Pazos takes over. Pitch. Sanford, beg your pardon, that's the Bay Bridge. Fooled me, threw me a curveball and I swung at it in the dirt. 5-year conditions earlier. Here's Pazos to get Jed Lowry, who's been really something against the Mariners this season and this series.
47 appearances, a 2.77 ERA. He's had a good year for the Mariners. 34 strikeouts, over 8 walks. Opponents hitting 248. Fastball 92 to 95 miles an hour with a slider.
0 for 4 today for Lowry. He's 0 for 2 against Pazos. Martini, the runner at first. Lowry did plenty of damage yesterday. 2-run homer, going 2 for 4. Pazos to the plate, and ball 1.
Hitting right-handed, the Mariners will play him straight up. Kyle Seager starting the line at third.
Lowry's got 19 home runs, 3 right-handed. Bob Melvin very much thick of things here in the American League, as are the Mariners. 2-0-3-0.
Getting loose in the Mariner pen. Davis waiting on deck.
To swim out of this hole here, 3-0. And walked him on 4 pitches. Martini, pretty good speed. He's at second base with the winning run. Going to deal with Chris Davis now.
Designated hitter, number 2, Chris Davis.
0 for 4 day. Fly ball center, strikeout looking, foul out to Cano, and a ground out to Segura. Way high.
Mike making a trip out to the mound. This is the football that has been played here. The outfield is fast, which is going to help them on a base hit. But they also have to play really deep because of Davis and his power. Quick conversation with Mike.
Davis hitting .221 against lefty pitching, .270 against right-handers. Big ooh and ah from the crowd.
That's normal for every swing that he takes.
He empties the bag on just about every swing. Nino holds on to the tip. 2 outs. 1 and 2 the count. Game-winning run at second. Pazos trying to dispose of Chris Davis.
On right after him with a couple of fastballs, and last one at 94.
There's the 1-2 pitch. Wow, good save by Zunino. Two and two. Another big pitch in this ball game. 2-2 to Davis. Fouled it off.
Another fastball, that one in the middle of the plate. All fastballs to him.
Two-two pitch. Wow, how'd he get a piece of that?
He was swinging no matter what. 94 miles an hour, well off the plate away.
Pazos' 11th pitch. 2-2 to Davis. Full count. Runners will be on the move.
Matt Olson, the left-handed hitter, waiting on deck. He doubled his last time up.
Crowd of 17,078. Come to their feet. Pazos ready. Runners are ready. They go. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pazos was in a hole, got out of it. A strand 2. We go to the 12th. surprises, to say the least, off the bat of Jed Lowry in the first inning. And that ate up James Paxton.
95.6 miles per hour. Squared up his forearm just below the elbow.
Well, the good news, the x-ray showed no broken bones. The left forearm contusion. He's put on the 10-day DL. Christian Bergman called up. Figures going to miss at least one start for sure. New pitcher here for Oakland, Yusmeiro Petit, and a broken bat ground ball off the bat of Span. He's thrown out by Lowry, one away.
And for Petit, 56 appearances, 5-2 record, a 3.19 ERA, 60 strikeouts, over 13 walks. Opponents hitting just .227. He has given up 10 home runs this year. His average fastball at 89 miles an hour. Cutter, curve, change.
Zunino 1 for 5 against him. It was a long ball. Strike one. 0 for 4 day for Mike. One in between, 0-2. Way off balance, still got a piece of that. Keep the AB alive.
Slow curveball, 76 miles an hour.
Like the Mariners, the A's have tomorrow off. And they'll welcome in the Astros for 3 beginning Friday. Remember doing a game this many zeros on the board this deep into the contest.
Oh, I agree with you.
Difficult year for Mike against the A's. Did a good job holding up on that swing. Full count.
D. Gordon waiting on deck. Mike was behind 0-2. Gets it back to full.
And he's aboard. Ball 4. One out base runner here in 12th inning.
We'll see if he can get a bunt down.
Number 9, D. Gordon.
A bunt for a base hit. Now Chapman has moved all the way in. He was playing back, but he's moved in now.
It's our first walk by Oakland pitching today.
You mean slap it by him.
Gordon 3 for 13 against Petit. Maybe doing a little bit better than slapping it by. Going back, going back.
Wow.
Gone! Oh, baby! D. Gordon with a 2-run homer. And the Mariners have a 2-0 lead here in inning number 12. His second homer of the season. Wow. I was with you looking for him to maybe slap something by the third baseman. He goes deep. Wow!
Number 5, Guillermo Heredia.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty. I don't blame him for kissing his biceps when he came back. He is Mr. Excitement on this ball club. Wow.
Showing some power. His second home run on the year.
Man, that was impressive. Turned around 95 miles an hour, hit it 367 feet. Holy mackerel, good for him.
And yes, Diaz is ready to go in the pen.
There's Guillermo fouling one off. There's Love the energy he has brought to this ball club. Guillermo behind 0-2.
Yeah, I was talking to him yesterday and asking him about his shoulder. Said it was feeling much better and that he expected to play in every game the rest of the way. And his second home run of the year.
As you know, he is a gamer. Yeah, I'd strut too. He makes his living getting a whole lot of hits. Not necessarily a home run variety. For his big league career, that's home run number 13.
I was just hoping it would get past the outfield.
Right?
That's some carry.
Not trying to disrespect the brother, but I didn't think he had that kind of juice.
Still talking about it.
Oh, we'll hear this.
We should.
Stand by.
Yep,
absolutely. Down to third. Chapman's there on the run. Throws out Heredia.
Well, D was aggressive on the first pitch. Able to catch it out in front. Belt high in the middle of the plate.
Mitch Haniger.
Piscotty, boys are loving that. And Piscotty, originally he's looking at it like, oh, I got this, and oh, no, I don't. Healthy cut there by Haniger. Oh, 1 here to Mitch. See, giving up his 11th home run of the season. Haniger looking for his first hit today after an extraordinary run the last few games, and this one's smoked right center field. Laureano not going to get it, bangs it off the wall. In with the double. Mitch Haniger. That is the definition of a ringing double.
Been doing that a lot lately. Middle away, probably at the knees. It's 8 doubles in the last 7 games for him.
Andrew Romine.
Good 2-strike hitting by Haniger.
Romine came into the game as a pinch runner. Going to have his first plate appearance.
Romine, a switch hitter. 182 batting left-handed. 250 right-handed. And let me get a little visit here.
Diaz has just been standing out there in the bullpen. He's been loose for a while, up a couple of times. It's the third time.
Scott Emerson, the pitching coach. Sean Kelly, one-time Mariner, heating up.
There's Edwin. He is ready.
Emerson's had his say. 2-0 here to Romine. Trying to add another run here out in front. The other way down the line, going foul. He is a baseball player, and a darn good one. Romine putting up a good battle.
Segura on deck. He has 4 hits this afternoon.
Third 4-hit game of the season. Man, what a year he's having. Here's Lowry. Throws him out. Ladies and gentlemen, it is sugar time. Mariners on a 2-run homer by D. Gordon have the lead as Edwin Diaz gets ready. Second homer of the season, 13th of his career. Couldn't have been more timely. Mariners 2-0. Edwin Diaz coming on. He saved his last 9 opportunities, giving up just a 129 batting average. That's coming up next. Now the Mariners with the lead, and they turn it over to the best closer in baseball, Edwin Diaz.
59 appearances, a 1.98 ERA, 100 strikeouts in 59 innings. Opponents hitting just 153 against him. Upper 90s with his fastball, a hard slider.
Mike, how about his last 9 games? 9 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned, a walk, 18 strikeouts. Opponents hitting a .129 off him.
And quickly ahead here.
In the dirt. And he pitched 3 days ago, closing out a 4-3 win at Houston. Trying to put away Olsen.
Tried to get him to chase that slider a couple of times.
Sharply hit, right field. Bring the tying run to the plate.
He turned around a pretty good fastball. Fastball at 98 miles an hehour.
Right fielder, number 25, Steven.
Kid can hit.
And a powerful swing.
Yep. There's Piscotty. First pitch strike. Piscotty 0 for 3 against Edwin. Mariners have turned one double play. That was in the 9th. Getting into extra innings.
There's the slider.
Yes, fast worker. 0-2. Just got a piece. Portland Timbers coming up at 5 p.m. live from Washington, D.C. Happy trails. 1 out.
Last couple of fastballs for Edwin, 98 miles an hour. His slider has been 90-91.
Now batting shortstop, number 10, Marcus Simeon.
Chet Pinder's on deck. Simeon coming to the plate. He is 0 for 3 with an intentional walk mixed in. Simeon 0 for 6 against Diaz.
Both teams have really played well in extra innings.
Extraordinary, isn't it?
Mariners 10-1. The A's 10-4.
At one point, carrying over back into last season, the Mariners had won 14 consecutive extra inning games. Quick work dispatching Simeon. 2 down.
His slider, I think, is at its best when he throws it out of the strike zone. Get ahead with the fastball and put him away with a slider, and that's what we're going to see, especially to the right-handed hitters. They will chase it, trying to catch up to his fastball. By the time they recognize it, too late.
There's Chad Pinder. Pinch hitting for Laureano. Some pitch at 97. Quick worker, 1-1 pitch. A's down to their last strike.
And that last slider was in the middle of the plate, fouled it off. Elevate a fastball, throw a slider away. High fastball.
And he puts a stamp on it right there. Game over. Mariners win it 2-0. The hero, among others, D. Gordon, 2-run homer. Big stuff as Pazos gets the win, Petit the loss, and Diaz 47th save. Wow.
What a big win. And D. Gordon, his second home run on the season in the 12th inning. Started the game in center field, finished at second base. Mike Leake really pitched well today. Wasn't part of the decision, but he deserves a lot of credit. And for the Mariners, this is the end of 20 games in a row for them. They'll get a day off tomorrow at home.
They won the first game. They won the last game. They finished this road trip at 6-4, and they pick up a full game on the Oakland Athletics in the Wild West. 2-0 final. We're going to enjoy tomorrow off. For Mike Flowers, I'm Dave Sims. Mariners post-game start.